Jones 3. We were once the three musketeers, Stacy, Amy, and me. The three of us traveled together, heads down, looking for rocks that resonated on riverbeds and mountaintops, a souvenir from somewhere wonderful in the world. Each of our homes, though modern in style, had rock collections to greet visitors next to our meditation altars. In oxymoronic fashion, we also bought those manufactured rocks from Soho gift shops that featured Chinese symbols for abundance, happiness, and love. So what is the opposite of those positive emotions? It's hell. And here is yet another story I feel compelled, dictated to tell. I brought my rock. This hematite grounding stone is but a substitute for the smooth, weathered brown one I packed along with my La Mer eye cream in my Tumi luggage, hanky-panky thongs, to go to the psych ward. I self-committed, Jones 3, Berkshire Medical Center. The Berkshires is my happy place. Stacy, Amy, and I would hike, bike, talk about our weddings and life's next trip settings. I checked in because I couldn't control my suicidal ideations. No hiking or Devil's Causeway for me. I couldn't get out of bed, and my head, well, I didn't know I had a brain infection, not even with two esteemed physicians in my family so full of vanity. I didn't care. Take me or I'm going to Uber. Mom, Dad couldn't bear. Do you work out your problems in your head? You do not share. My last strip search was the one I also mused about at the checkpoint Charlie border. Well, this one was not one I had imagined or pre-ordered. In a wheelchair. No, let me walk. Holding and rubbing my smooth rock for connection, a touch to something real. This was some substitute for the Berkshire summers that Lyme disease would steal. Let go of the rock and bend over. Fuck you. You could fashion that rock into a lethal weapon. They took the elastic out of my hanky-pankies. This is not going to make for a sexy Alana, not at all swanky. La Mer, my eye cream. Well, you're in the psych ward. Still, I have priorities. I brought work, People magazine, and Jack Kornfield meditation books. I didn't want to be bored. What the fuck am I doing here? Well, I needed help, and I didn't know what else to do. I was sent into a room with a rubber bed, a bathless shower, plastic everything, not a single string. There's a nurse. She thinks I'm here to volunteer. Well, I shed a tear. I rubbed my rock, touchstone to anything other than Jones 3. Chiron arrives, a 20-something cross-dresser who tells me I'm so fabulous. Being from New York City, back to Jones 3. Well, I scored an upgrade in Jones 3. I had always upgraded when traveling for business to a VIP room or suite. Well, here the resident worker and alum of Jones 3 himself took a liking to me. It was July 4th weekend and I was anything but free. Still, I told him my bed was unacceptable. A hospital one with the up and down levers was rolled soon into place. The other Jones 3 company looked at me puzzled in their face. Why does she get a hospital bed? And then came a 1990s DVD player with a yoga tape. Late that night, I realized in my routine I still had to floss my teeth. Well, Alana, you cannot have dental floss. You can use it to hang yourself. So we measured a piece that was just short enough to remove the institutional unidentifiable loaf from in between my molars, but not long enough to make a noose. And say once and for all, I give up, this hell is over. The night noise arrives, walking the halls, doing rounds, hall rovers. Well, the phone rings. You're not allowed to take calls on Jones 3, but guess what? I had watched the nurse put in the code and I have a photographic memory. Ilana's phone, oh, it's for me. It's Stacy and Amy calling to talk me off the ledge of Jones 3. How I wish the three musketeers were traveling together somewhere exotic instead, looking for rocks. Hey, get off the phone. No, I want to go home. I did this? Am I mentally ill or truly medically sick? Rubbing my rock. Natalie arrives. She is sobbing with snot all over her face. She is young, scared, had a suicide attempt without any idea how she got to this place. Natalie is wheeled out of the elevator and disembarks on the Floor of Jones 3, she looks directly at me and I whisper quickly into her ear, listen, Natalie, you're going to be strip searched, and as soon as it is over, I will be here. You will fall into my arms. I will have chamomile tea and a rock that is now for you. Hold it close once I'm gone and stay strong, Natalie. This smooth stone, an inanimate substitute for me. I left Jones 3 on July 6th with my bracelet still on. I went directly from the psych ward, Jones 3, to hear John Williams at Tanglewood conduct the BSO. I looked down. My mother said, replace that psych ward with this one right now. The bright and happy one, connoting the symphony. Don't let anyone see. Without time to shower or cut it off, I am human, just in the psych ward, Jones 3. I looked down. I found another rock on the ground. I will put it on my altar. I will show it to Stacy and to Amy. I can't see them yet or show them the touchstone because I'm not mentally sound. There is COVID, and for now, I still cannot go home.